What up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Guang Tommy Lee, and welcome to Lee's Kitchen. Today, we're gonna do my awesome, crazy version of Japanese pork katsu curry. With my version, I'm gonna do with tricolor carrots and a couple other stuff you're gonna see, a couple secrets that I put into my curry sauce. You are gonna need to definitely go get the Japanese golden curry. These are the two that I put in there. One of them is medium spice and the other one is spicy. I used one of each package to make my curry sauce. So let's get started. Okay, so as you can see right here, I got beautiful look tricolor carrots. I got these at Whole Foods. I got it a day or two ago. We've just been busy making desserts and filming for my kids' dessert cooking show. Well, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna trim off the stems. Make sure you keep the ends. So I'm gonna show you two ways of plating a little bit later. I'm gonna show you the super fancy way of plating and the regular way of plating this katsu curry. Okay, stems you can keep them to use it on your other stuff. These are getting kind of wilted, so I'm gonna throw them away. Since, like I said, I bought it like about 2 days ago at Whole Foods. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, so let's just peel all these carrots. Let's get the skins off. Okay, so I'm gonna peel them all, and then we're gonna cut them down to little pieces. As you can see, I already had some already done, so that's gonna save me some time. Once I get all these peeled, then I'll show you how we get everything going. Okay, so I'll see you back in about 2 minutes. Alright, so got all the carrots peeled and cut, washed and clean. I also took a knife and put it under the water and kind of scraped off all the ends, the dirt that was on the back of their carrots here. So we're going to cut them down to bite size. Alright, so we're going to cut all these down. We'll get it in a bowl. The back ends right here, I'm going to save them. I'm going to blanch them so I can show you how I'm going to plate it the fancy way. And the rest of it, I'm gonna throw it in the pot. The reason why I'm trying to cut it straight and short, so that when we plate it, you can let it sit up, like let it stand up during your plating, your fancy way of plating it. So I'm gonna show you that a little bit later.
It's a house.
Okay.
It's a house.
So it's gonna look really cool when you have it sit up, and then you have another piece standing up. That one didn't want to stand, but you know, something like that. But we'll show you two ways of plating it, okay? One fancy and one regular. And it's gonna be really cool to see how we plate it in a restaurant, okay? So once we get all these carrots cut, I'm gonna move on to my potatoes. We're gonna cut the potatoes into about an inch or inch-sized cube. Okay, so I'll see you back in 1 minute here. Okay, potatoes, Idaho potatoes. I got about 3 of them, so we're gonna cut them into cubes. Just do 3 cuts. Cut it down the middle. Okay. Don't worry about the small ones. We want those to be in the soup, the curry anyway, so they'll break up. Okay. All right, potatoes. Okay. Half an onion. We're gonna small dice them. To me, the easiest way to do the dice on this is to kind of cut it straight. At least you can already see you already got your dice, and then and that is the easiest way to cut half an onion pretty quick in small dices. Okay, we'll get this in the bowl. Alright, let's come back here and let's start cooking. Let me clean up and we'll show you how we get everything together. Alright, so everything's cut. From here, it's gonna be pretty easy. Everything is just gonna be, make sure you have everything measured out. As you can see, I already got everything laid out. Right here we got your Worcestershire. This is chicken bouillon, but in the powder form. Minced garlic, soy sauce. This is coconut sake, and sugar. Of course, then you have your carrots cut. Your potatoes already been cut. My onions cut. I'll show you a little bit how we're gonna do this, because just like I said, there's gonna be two ways. I'm gonna show you how to plate it. So it's gonna be two different type of thickness. We got a curry. Okay. Right now I got this pot heating up. Okay. Now we're gonna add our oil in there, and then we're gonna saute our garlic and our onions first. Okay. So we're gonna let that kind of heat up a little bit. Let that come up to temp, and then after we'll put in our onions and our garlic, and we're gonna saute that for a little bit. And once that's sauteed, we'll dump in our carrots. Okay, and then we'll add everything else. We'll add our 2.5 quarts of water, our potatoes, our carrots, and we're gonna let that boil about 20-25 minutes, or until your potatoes are super soft and tender. And that's when we're gonna drop in our curry right afterwards. Okay. Once your potato is done, we drop in our curry, and then that's your full curry sauce. You don't have to put any thickening agents, because your curry already has some thickening stuff in there already. Okay, so let's get this going. Pot's hot now. Okay, you hear that beautiful sizzle. Here goes our onion, the garlic. Okay, let me grab a wooden spoon. So we're gonna saute this until it gets nice and golden brown or softened. Try not to burn your minced garlic, okay? But just keep an eye on it. Okay, so our onions are already soft, getting there. Now I'm gonna add my carrots in. Oops, I lost one. My chicken, Worcestershire, soy sauce, coconut sake, okay. Sugar. All right, stir that for a little bit.
Wow, the smell.
It's intensive. Okay. All right, I'm gonna drain my potatoes. Okay, I'm gonna add it right in. Okay, I'm gonna stir this real quick, and I'm gonna add about 2.5 quarts to 3 quarts of water. Okay. So as you can see, there's the first quart. Quart. Let's see. Yeah, so about 2.5 quarts of water. All right. So we'll bring this up to a boil. While we're waiting for this to come up to a boil, we are gonna get our stuff ready to do our panko crusted pork. Alright, so I'll see you back in about 2 minutes. So I'm gonna set up and show you how we're gonna bread and do our panko and cut our pork. Okay, so see you back in 2 minutes. Alright, so let's get this bad boy out of the bag here. You know, right here what I have is pork loin. Okay, let's cut this and wash it. Let's get all that nasty stuff out from it. Wash off all that juice that was left over in the bag. Shake some of the excess water off. Okay. Alright, so from here you can make it as thick as you want and as thin as you want. On the first one I'm going to show you, I'm going to cut about a good inch. Okay, and then we're going to pound it out. Okay, so this is to control how big of a piece of pork I want on it. Okay, so we'll do about three of those pieces, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to cut 2 smaller ones about 1/2 inch thick, and I'm going to cut it into strips. Like I said, I'm going to show you 2 ways of plating it. Alright, so this one, that's 2 pieces right there. I'm going to cut another one, so we're going to have 4 pieces on that, on the fancy plating. Okay, right, cut another big piece to pound out. Alright, I say that's 4, it's good enough, and then I'm going to get the rest into my Ziploc bag, and I'm going to store it for later use. Okay, let me clean up and I'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see right here, I just took off a big piece of parchment paper. We'll take our first piece of pork and we're going to pound the devil out of it, okay? So just try to pound and pull. Don't worry about your parchment tearing. So we'll get it down to a good centimeter or so. Alright. First one done. 4 more to go. 3 more to go. You didn't turn it off, did you? Okay, as you can see, we got it all pounded out. Nice and beautiful. Now we're gonna season it, okay? Gonna put salt, pepper, and garlic powder on both sides. So we wanna season our meat first, and then we're gonna season our flour also. But it's better to season your meat right now so that the flavor holds in the meat. Also, because like putting it in the flour alone, you might not get all that good seasoning on there. So we're gonna do the seasoning on the meat and our flour. Okay. Take off my gloves, at least one of them. Pepper. Kosher salt. All right. Okay. So now let's get our breading station ready. So here in this bowl, I'm going to put some AP flour. Don't do too much because, I mean, depending how many people you're feeding, you don't need that much flour in there. So right now I got about maybe a good 2 cups of flour in there. Give it a big pinch of salt in there. Some black pepper. like I said earlier, garlic powder. Okay. That's your seasoning for your flour. I'm gonna whisk it up, get it all nice and incorporated. Okay. 3 eggs. We're gonna do 3 eggs and then probably a good cup of milk. Okay, that would be my wash. You can just do all eggs by itself, but I like to add milk into mine. So we'll do about a good cup of milk. Okay. Whisk it up. Okay, and then of course our last bowl, the big bowl, panko bread. Okay, as you can see, just plain panko bread. We're not gonna season or anything. Okay. All right, let me get another pair of gloves on, and then we'll get this all battered up. Okay. All right, so let's get this breaded up. So keep one hand dry, one hand wet. Okay. So flour, your egg wash. Okay. I usually take a handful of panko in my other hand, and I'm gonna drop it in to the bottom and just kind of press it down. Okay, that's the first one. All right, let me clean up and then we'll finish up the curry in about 2 minutes here. As you can see right now, the curry is boiling pretty good. We're gonna turn the heat down. Then we're gonna add in our curry, our golden curry pieces, and we're gonna turn it down, let that kind of stew for about 30 minutes or so, and that should be your curry sauce. Okay, so let me clean up real quick, and then we'll get the oil going in the cast iron. We're gonna get our cast iron going. We're gonna get that temperature up so that we can get ready to fry our pork. And then after that, after we're done frying, I'm gonna show you 2 ways of plating. Okay, so see you back in a little bit. Okay, so 1 package of the golden curry, the medium and hot. This is 3.2 ounces. Okay, so let's get this out. Okay, it usually comes in little bars like this. I'm gonna put the whole thing in there. All that good flavor. Okay. This one comes in 2. Okay, this is 7.8, so you're just gonna use half. All right. Same thing. Cut it open. Okay, break it up in chunks. Okay, we're gonna stir it. And I'm gonna move this to the side to the smaller burner, okay, so I can get my oil going on the bigger burner. All right, so I'm gonna do a switch off. Turn this guy on to medium high on the other one. All right, so we're gonna let our curry simmer in the other pot right here. And we're gonna bring our oil up in the cast iron. Once the oil comes up, we're gonna fry it, and then, but we'll wait about 15 minutes or so before we're gonna start frying. It's just because we want our curry to be almost done before we fry, because if we fry right now, we let it sit, we're gonna lose the crispiness of our pork. All right, so just kind of get it heat up, get it to temp, hold it at 350 or 375. I usually do around 350 to 375, right between it. Hold it at temp until you're ready to fry your pork. Okay. At this moment, also get your rice going. If you haven't got your rice going, then cook your rice, your steamed rice. I already got my rice cooked since yesterday. We just gotta eat leftover rice, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna cook another big batch of rice when we barely ate some yesterday. So we're gonna reheat our rice from yesterday, and that's our steamed rice, okay? So I'll see you back in about 15 minutes or so. I'm gonna let this kind of heat up. I'm gonna let our curry work, and then we'll clean up a little bit, clean up our area here. And then after that, I'll see you back, okay? Alright, so our oil is hot now. Our curry's almost done. Time to drop in our pork. Remember, be careful, okay? I don't want you guys to burn yourself. Let me turn off the vent here so you can hear me talking. You know, do it in batches. Other 2 pieces in there. Hopefully these one will come out a little bit more golden brown than darker than these. We turn the temperature down pretty good. Alright, check on the curry. Ooh, look at that. Our curry is almost done. See, let me check. So, oh yeah, it's totally done. You know what I mean? Look how thick it is. See, I didn't even put any thickening agency in there. As you can see, this is all done right now. So our curry's done. Okay, we'll leave that on low to keep it warm. All right. Our second batch of pork is looking way better than the first one. It's just because, like I said, I turned the temperature all the way down. Because as you can see, the first one came out really, really dark. Because the oil was super hot. Okay. I would use these ones for plating. That one I would feed it to my son and my daughters.
Excuse me?
Yep. It's not burnt. It's just a little bit more golden.
It's not burnt. It's crispy.
It's crispy. That's right. So, as you can see, these are really, really beautiful. If the oil's at the right temperature, so 350 degrees is where you want to get the oil to be at. That one was shooting about 380 when I dropped it. You gotta keep on making like it. We'll cut it. We'll cut one. We'll make sure it's fully cooked. These ones should be already cut on it, like cooked. See? Since they're thin, they're fully cooked. You see that? How's it? Hot, huh? It's good. Oh yeah. Good seasoning. You don't want to season too much, like I said. You got a lot of flavor coming off your curry already. But they're good. Oh yeah, they're good. So I will see you back in a few minutes. And I'm going to show you how we take all this beautiful food, okay? See you back. Alright, everything's done. Start to finish, that took probably like a good hour for everything. From your cutting to breading to frying. Everything took about an hour. So now I'm gonna get to show you how we're gonna plate it. Like I said, we're gonna show you two ways of plating. The first one, I'm gonna show you the super fancy way of plating it, like how I would plate it if I was in the restaurant. So let's check this out. Okay, here I got a really big ring mold in my black plate. Okay, Make sure you have some gloves on. We're gonna press this all the way down to get the rice in there. Let's build up a pretty thick layer. So far so good, right? Simple, right? Alright. Second I'm gonna take the second rainbow. I'm gonna cut it right in the middle. Trying to make it look even. Okay.
Oh. Oh no. Okay.
Okay. As you can see, I have a beautiful ring. Let me get some of these rice off of my hands. Okay. Now we're gonna grab some of our curry. Just get some of the potatoes. Get some of the chunks in there. Right? Hold on. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. There you go. Alright, we're gonna get some of that good curry. We're gonna pour it right in the middle. Okay. Right. Our tricolor carrots, the one that I told you earlier.
Stand, my stand.
Look how beautiful that is so far. Right? Carrots. Our katsu curry. I mean our pork.
Yes.
Well, we got a little guy going down. Okay.
Oh no. No.
Falling. Oh, well, we'll take this guy out. We'll add the smaller guy. See? No problem. See? Solve your problem, right? Alright. Oh, let's get my greens in first. Hold on. Alright, let's get some of these nice vegetables on the outside. Look how beautiful that's coming out already. You see that? Right? A lot of beautiful greens. Can do a couple of the peelings. Contour. Just add some of that in there. I'm trying to grab my tweezers, but oh well. It's all good. Okay. Now, let's get that. Now, pork. Okay, our other piece. Cut in diagonal. Just put that right on top of that. There you go. That looks better. Yeah, I like the pork looking. Alright, so that's the first plating. As you can see, isn't that just beautiful? That's a fancy way of plating it. Okay, that's what I would do if I was serving this dish in the restaurant. This is how I would serve it to my beautiful customers. Okay, you would eat that any day. I would too. Okay, second way of plating it. Okay, super quick, super easy, right? Let me get these rings in here in the sink. Very easy. Get a bunch of your greens, lay it out in one corner. Okay, super easy. Get your rice. Let me grab another pair of gloves. Okay. Make a big mound of rice. And this is when you feed the big guys, okay? So, guys, you feed them this way, the big plate. The ladies, you feed them the elegant version. How's that sound? Okay. So here, all right, we're gonna get our curry in right onto the plate. All the goodness. Okay. Get some more greens. Let's wipe up the plate a little bit. Okay. Oops. Okay. Our pork. Okay. We'll just cut it in strips.
Oops.
And then spread them out. Okay. There, I just got some pea. Some microgreens. Just kind of jazz it up a little bit. Stick it in the rice. Make it look pretty. You know. Remember, everything you have to do, make it look pretty first. Before you feed it to your family, feed it to your friends. You know. Right? And then we're gonna add our green onions right on top of our curry. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the second way of plating it. Thank you for watching my channel. If you like what you see, please push like and subscribe. And I hope that you would try out this recipe of mine and try out new way of plating. Thank you guys and enjoy.